but I hate seeing people lose money, because this industry is got probably more fraud in it than any industry I think I've ever been in my life. But on the other hand, it's got opportunity if you can filter out the fraud and figure out, the steps to take to be a part of it. You can create life-changing money.
Thank you for joining us today. We're excited you're here to meet the author of today's book. Welcome to Digital Book Nooks, Meet the Author Show, where you can discover your next great book. With your host, D.G. Thomas. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to the Meet the Author Show. In today's episode, we are thrilled to dive into a topic that's been making waves across the digital and financial world, meme investing. It's a fascinating, high-stakes space where internet culture meets cryptocurrency, and it has captured the attention of both seasoned investors and curious newcomers like myself. So our guest today is an expert in this field and has written a groundbreaking book, Rugged: Mastering the Digital Wild West of Meme Investing. Whether you've been intrigued by the buzz around meme coins, NFTs, or the dynamic world of digital assets, today's show is for you. You will gain valuable insights into how this rapidly evolving industry works and learn practical tips for navigating it with confidence. So if you've ever wanted to better understand the wild world of meme investing, today's episode is packed with advice you won't want to miss. Our guest author today is the Dalitomma, who is the author of this book, Rugged: Mastering the Digital Wild West of Meme Investing. So the Dalitomma is a recognized blockchain OG and an Amazon best-selling author, celebrated for his insightful book, The Seventh Disruption: The Rise of the Digital Cryptocurrency Billionaire. A lifelong entrepreneur with a keen eye for innovation and digital finance, he has cemented his status as a pivotal figure in the blockchain community, has spoken on stages in over 40 countries about the disruptive power of blockchain technology. Beyond his professional pursuits, the Dalitomma is a devoted husband and father, and a true degen, I'm hoping I'm saying that word right, of memes, embracing the lighter side of the crypto world with enthusiasm and sharp wit. His expertise and passion make him a leading voice in the industry. So I'd like to introduce you to the Dalitomma. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Thank you.
I'm learning quickly here as I've been reading through and talking with you that there's terminology that is affiliated with this whole industry that I'm completely unaware of. Like, I was like, is that degen? Is it deacon? I had to look up on the Urban Dictionary what that meant.
It's short for degenerate. There's a lot of
degenerate. Yeah. Okay.
So it's a degen. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
It's a crazy industry.
It is. And so that's really what we want to dive into today. Just what, let's just start with can you briefly describe what is a meme and what is meme investing?
A meme is a image. It can be an image, it can be a video, it could be really anything that it revolves around literary art, visual art, musical art, and it's associated with a cryptocurrency contract number. So it is unlike an NFT where they may have 30 different versions of an image, or 30 of the same image, and you're buying a 1 of 30 collection. A meme is just one image. And it's, there's trending memes, and then there's conviction memes. There's big ones like Pepe. We've all heard Elon talk about Doge. Doge was kind of the original meme. But a meme is just it's a graphical image, and it has memetical value. We were talking earlier about the lady that said, "Ain't got no time for this." You see that posted all over the internet. You know, somebody posts something senseless, and then you post in the comments, "Ain't got no time for this." You know, there's all kinds of memes that there's like 10,000 of them produced a day. So it's a massive industry. It's at about $90 billion in market cap right now and growing rapidly. But it's just an opportunity for you to, you know, participate in a piece of history that has memetical value, that's something maybe you're passionate about, or it's trending. You know, when Donald Trump got shot, that fist in the air became a meme. You know, just so memes are just a reason to create a coin, a token, if you will. Coin and token are kind of synonymous, that you can invest in. And if everybody's excited about that moment in time, everybody's going to start buying it. It's the ultimate Las Vegas casino. I mean, it's growing rapidly. People are making overnight income, millions of dollars in a week. You can make ridiculous money. Saw a guy that invested $100 the other day in Peanut, and he generated almost $800,000 off $100. He got in at the very beginning, and Peanut went to 600 million in value in a couple of weeks. So, but that doesn't happen often.
Right.
When I say that, it happens every week. Really, there's always one that comes out that takes off like a rocket. Chill guy was this last week. You know, there's always seems like every week there's one, but you got to sort through 70,000 of them to find that one. And that's what my book will help you do, because 99% of them go to zero, you know, so it's a brutal industry.
It sounds like it. So it's funny because I think when I think of meme, and I think probably when the average person thinks of a meme, you just think of the jokes that people post like on social media, right? And but you use another term, a medical value, so that there's actual financial value and word to these different pictures and images and things that are out there. So what? Tell me. Let's start. You mentioned that people can learn this from your book. Tell us a little bit about your book. Well, go ahead and tell us about your book.
Well, the book is, you know, really from my experience. I got involved in the meme industry. I'm a really good trader. I know crypto very well, and I lost $10,000 in about 2 weeks. I remember the first meme I invested in, I put like 1,500 in it, and it was taken off like a rocket, and I was excited about it, and I'd like tripled my money, and all of a sudden there was this big red bar that went to zero, and I was like, what the heck just happened? And I refreshed my screen to see if it was a graphical error, and it wasn't. I got rugged. The developer yanked the liquidity and sold he had a whole bunch of hidden tokens, what we call bundled tokens, and he dumped all of them instantly and cashed in his chips. And that's the meaning of getting rugged. And so, but I stuck around in the industry long enough, and I saw people earning life-changing income. And I said, well, if people can do it, there's got to be a methodology to it. And that's really what the book describes. It gives you the insights into how to avoid getting rugged. I've got my golden rule in there. You want to read the book for the golden rule, and that is, don't invest in any meme that's less than 24 hours old. You know, you want to wait a day to see if it's actually going to last, because 98% of them go to zero within 24 hours. And so you just have to be very careful. And there's ways to approach it. It is gambling, but you can be more calculated with your gambling, just as you can with blackjack. Actually, the odds of winning in blackjack are much better than winning in the meme industry. But if you know what you're doing, you can, you know, I've invested in 500 memes, and only 5 of them have created life-changing income. And I'm talking income that most people don't earn in a lifetime. You know, so there is great potential there, but you have to approach it very cautiously, and you got to do a lot of research. There's steps of due diligence that you should do before you put your money into any meme. Don't invest in memes without reading this book. It'll save you 100 times what you're planning on investing. You know, $15 to learn the lessons that I learned is vital. And like I tell people, you don't write a book to make money, you write a book to create impact. And I hate seeing people lose money, because this industry is got probably more fraud in it than any industry I think I've ever been in my life. But on the other hand, it's got opportunity if you can filter out the fraud and figure out, the steps to take to be a part of it. You can create life-changing money. I mean, it's definitely there. And I have put all those steps in my book. I mean, clearly. And I've got a 20 video meme trading course as well. That's part of our ecosystem that you can gain access to. And if you want to be involved in something exciting and be a part of something that's very cutting edge, the meme industry it's been around a while, but it's really taken root in the last year. It's really taken off. So
how long has it been around? Because I've really just heard about it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I would say Doge kind of kicked it off. Doge was the original token that came out. I want to say Doge was created in 2017. Don't quote me on that, but Doge has been around a while. And Doge was created as a joke, and today it's a $14 billion coin.
Wow. So how does your book stand out from other books about cryptocurrency?
Well, there's not a lot of them. Number one, the ones that I've researched mostly tell you not to invest in the meme industry. Mine is very pro meme industry, and mine's in 10 languages. Only 13% of the world speaks English. And actually the crypto growth around the world is coming from Indonesia, Nigeria, India. The rest of the world is adopting crypto a lot faster than the United States is. So by having it in 10 languages, and that's something I learned from Mr. Beast, because 80%, he's the number one YouTuber, in the world, and 85% of his traffic comes from international. So if you're listening to this interview and you need the book in another language, we probably have that language. So, but my book covers everything from investing in memes to maybe creating your own meme project, or if you're a corporation and you want to know how to leverage past assets that you can turn into memes and create income, or awareness, brand awareness, you can create memes for projects. And like Iggy Azalea, let's take her for example. Iggy has a token called Mother, and instead of just selling tickets to her concerts, now her customers can buy her meme and they can go out and earn money and buy houses. Now she's got massive customer loyalty because her token went to, I think, 20 billion or something crazy like that.
Really?
Maybe I think it went higher than that actually. But think about a customer that not only enjoys your product, but has generated economic value to buy a home or pay for their kids' education. Right. So it adds a whole new level of brand, conviction when you're thinking about. I mean, think about how many memetical moments that Nike has, from the Michael Jordan jump, to every sports player, the NFL. I mean, you name it. The amount of memetical value that is untapped within corporations is tremendous. J.K. Rowling's book, think about all of the characters in Harry Potter and how she could create memes for every single one of them. It's a multi-billion-dollar extension of her brand if she decided to do it, and she owns all the copyrights on it. So technically, she's the only one that can publish those. But it's, I don't know, it's a fascinating space. It's, like I said, it's very early stage. If you look at the bell curve, where the first 13% are involved in it, and now the early majority starting to move into it, and that's the people with more gray hair like me, because it's a very young group of people right now.
I can imagine so, because it's so new. Like right now, as I'm listening to you talk, I'm like, is there a marketplace that you go to buy, kind of like you would do with your stocks or anything like that?
Yeah, it's all decentralized. So you'd go to a decentralized exchange like Dex Screener or Dex Tools or Bullex. You can buy meme tokens on hundreds of different exchanges. There is no centralized exchange. So it's pretty anonymous, the meme investing industry is, with the decentralized aspect of it. So really all you need is, a Solana wallet or an Ethereum wallet, because there's different cryptocurrency blockchains that have they're kind of divided right now. There's no interoperability between them. So you either enjoy investing in ones that are on the Solana chain, or you enjoy the ones that are on the Ethereum chain or Polygon. It's you just got to kind of find your niche and get involved in that. The Solana is number one. That's where the majority of the degenerate activity takes place.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about the book. So could you explain what a meme book is, and the significance of being the first meme book published on the Solana blockchain?
Yeah, well, a meme book is pretty simple. It's a meme plus an ebook. I'm good at fusing words. A meme plus an ebook is we're taking a dog, and our dog is called Bougie. And so we have a token called Bougie. And so it has a memetical character associated with it. Doge is obviously a Shiba Inu, and mine is a Shiba Inu. Mine's a little bit more overweight. He has a dad bod. He's enjoying the good life. And Bougie, of course, comes from the term bourgeois, which is a French term. And it's a middle-class person that has worked their way up to affluence, but they don't have the aristocracy or the nobility. So when you talk about a meme book, what I've done is I do have an exclusive NFT collection of 70 of my Bougie dogs that were all inspired by an actor or a celebrity, dead or alive. And they, each one of those NFTs has Bougie tokens within it, embedded in it. So as the price of our token goes up, the value of each of our memes will go up as well. Plus there's only 70 of them. They're all one of ones. So they are rare. So those are published on the blockchain as well. And so a meme book is just, I took the cover of my book and I made it one of the NFTs of the collection, and I associated my copyright address. When you create an NFT, you create what's called metadata, and that metadata describes the image. And so within my metadata, I included the copyright, the ISBN. So if I ever sell my book cover NFT to somebody, I'm essentially selling you the rights to my book.
Oh, wow.
So I've created it as a ownership transfer element of our project, where if I ever decide, I want out, I can just sell the cover of my book to somebody, and then they own the rights to the book.
Wow. Okay. So not just the cover art, but the entire work.
Book. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's interesting. So let's talk about meme media. What is meme media, and how does it fit into the larger version of your work with memes and crypto?
Well, memes to this point has really just been graphical images. It's just been a JPEG. Media is, again, meme plus media, combining the word. And media to me includes the literary, the visual, and the musical arts. So it includes everything. Like I mentioned with J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter or Star Wars. Think of all the memetical aspects of Star Wars. I mean, they could create a massive NFT collection and leverage past assets that they've already created and create, economic value within their readers and listeners and audience. And so media is incorporating all of those elements. And, that's really what I'm doing with Bougie, and Rugged is, we're creating a media empire, if you will, that includes trading courses, and, it'll have music. I mean, it will have everything. So it's, if you've got something that has memetical value, you can come to us and say, hey, I want to launch a project. We have the Meme Token Alliance, which is a organization I created. It's really an SRO for the industry, a self-regulatory organization, but we've raised $500,000 to help fund projects that want to launch within our best practices, which means you're not going to do a rug. Everything's got to be transparent. You can't have any hidden tokens, so we've established these best practices. But media to me it's the future of the publishing industry in the musical, visual, and literary arts. I think a lot of people will be publishing books on the blockchain like I'm doing once they see our model.
That's so interesting. So what is, as an author myself, and then we have a lot of authors that listen to our show, what is the value that you would see? How can an author utilize memes?
Well, I mean, you can do a pre-sale. You can create your token contract, and you could do a pre-sale to people. You could give them a preview of the book, and they could buy into the book, knowing that you're going to launch a token along with it. Or maybe you're creating a short film, and you need the money to raise the money to create the short film, and then you could say 25% of my royalties will go into purchasing the token to create long-term value in the token. So you have the aspect of being able to raise capital, or you want to just use the meme to build community around your book, which is kind of what I'm doing. I had the capital to finance my book and, and put it out and everything that I put out. But if I didn't have that money, I could have basically created what's called a white paper, which outlines my business vision and the tokenomics of the project, kind of like a business plan.
Right.
And I could start pre-selling it to people and saying, hey, I'm selling 10% of my tokens for $50,000, which puts $500,000 value on the project. And I could say, I'm going to launch it, and you got these tokens at a discount. So you'll do well when it launches, or you potentially could do well. So it's just another financial. I mean, think about J.K. Rowling. Would she get turned down by 50 or 100 publishers before she got a contract?
Right.
She could have done a pre-sale, raised the money, published the book, and kept all the proceeds herself.
That's so interesting. It gives another layer of a way for authors to reach audiences and to be able to sell other than just traditional publishing, or even self-publishing with Amazon, like as a self-publisher, to give you other options to be able to sell the book. Wonderful concept.
Like what we're doing with ours is if you can buy it on Amazon, but if you buy $15 of our token, you can actually go to our website, which is rogue.digital, and you can download it for free.
Oh, nice.
And so we have a token associated with it. But I think, the way there's a thing called shilling, and shilling is something that a lot of people do on X. So you go to these X spaces and you shill your token. And it's something that if you launch a token, it's a 20-hour-a-day job. You're online shilling on all these spaces, and you're creating awareness for your token. And you want people to buy it. And if they resonate with your meme or the memetical value of your project, they may put $10 into it or $100 into it. I mean, you can buy $1 worth of a meme token, But if it takes off and is huge, $100 could turn into $200,000 for them.
Wow.
And I'm talking liquid money. I'm not talking play money. I'm talking where you can actually sell it, go buy a car, or go buy a house.
Okay.
It's real.
Shilling. Let's talk about that a little bit. What is shilling again?
Well, that's a great question. Let me give you a shill. I'm going to give you this. This is the shill for my bougie token, and then you can kind of ask questions. But you don't know what I'm talking about after I'm done. That's why you need to buy the book. But this would be a standard shill. You heard the phrase, you're so bougie, or that's so bougie, right? Well, today, I'm thrilled to introduce you to the one and only bougie token, a revolutionary creation that's redefining wealth, culture, in the meme world. Now, let's get one thing straight. Bougie is not just a word. It's short for bourgeois. It's symbolizing somebody's who's climbed their way from the bottom from hardworking middle class to the ranks of affluence. And you become what would be called a modern day bourgeoisie. That's a wealthy go-getter without the silver spoon of aristocracy. And in this case, bougie's a dog. And by the way, dogs are the biggest meme. So that's why I chose a dog, but not just any dog. He's slightly overweight. He's a Shiba Inu, just like Doge, and he has striking blue eyes, a dad bod to match his newfound meme market riches. But, forget fetch and those dry cardboard tasting milk bones. Bougie's flaming on. He's savoring real bacon strips, and he's running a media empire like a boss. So this is Bougie's media empire. He, of course, has the meme book, which is a world first innovation. It is a part meme, part ebook published on the Solana blockchain in 10 languages. It's a global phenomenon. If you own $15 of Bougie tokens, you can unlock your free copy from the website, or you can grab it on Amazon for $15. He also has a meme video trading course, and it was developed by an experienced trader, myself, 25 years of experience with multiple six-figure wins in trading memes. And if you own $50 of Bougie tokens, you can gain free access to this course. And you also get a bonus membership to our Meme Token Alliance. In January, Bougie will be launching the Meme Score technology, which is a meme score, and it's basically a credit scoring system for meme projects. You just type in the contract address, and it gives you a score of 0 to 1,000. If you own $150 of Bougie, you get free access to this technology project. And then in Atlanta, in April, he's doing the first Bougie Awards, annual Bougie Awards. And for people that have $15,000 of Bougie, and you wear your bougiest outfit, because we got $25,000 worth of prizes that will be given away. But we're going to do cocktails, on a 300-acre estate, poolside music. We're going to do a luxury steak and seafood dinner at Chops, one of Atlanta's finest restaurants. And then we're going to go out dancing to Tongue and Groove, which has been around for 30 years. It's an iconic nightclub. And that's where we're going to hold our bougiest outfits awards. But the tokenomics are really what drive a meme project, and we have ours is built to last. We have what's called a fair launch. Now we got a daily lotto. If you hold one SOL worth of Bougie tokens, you're automatically entered in to win 100,000 tokens daily, and 30% of our supply is locked up in a smart contract. So that means this will be going on for 8 years automatically. I can't stop it once it's been started. So every day somebody will win 100,000 tokens. We have our meme infused NFTs. This is a 70 meme NFT collection. They're one-of-one NFTs. Each one has 1 million Bougie tokens embedded in it. And the owners of the NFT will receive 10% of that annually sent to their wallet automatically by smart contract. And these NFTs are inspired by famous figures and priced at $3,000 a piece. So they are Bougie NFTs for sure, but it's a good time. We've got our staking rewards. If you want to lock up your tokens for a year, you'll get a 15% annual bonus at the end of the year. Again, all done by smart contract, ensuring transparency. I can't change it once everything's been put in place. If we have 15% of the supplies dedicated to our branding and global expansion. We are looking to build this into a luxury lifestyle brand, from fashion goods and even probably water. But it is an ethical launch, real potential. Unlike the scams that are flooding the space, Bougie's launched under the Meme Token Alliance best practices, which means no scams, no bundles, no market manipulation. We're not paying any of these key knowledge influencers, key opinion leaders, any advanced tokens to promote it. I'm not even getting tokens in upfront. I don't get any until the first 30 days is up. But it's 100% controlled by smart contracts. And we've got 25% of the supply is available for public trading. The rest is going to be distributed to loyal Bougie holders over the next 3 to 10 years. But like I said, we're going to build a global brand. We're in partnerships with some celebrities, and we're already verified. We've got the gold check mark. We've got the applications with CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. Every resource is already paid for. I financed the project myself. But as I say, why Bougie? Because you deserve the best. There's no pump and dump scheme here. It's a long-term, high conviction project from day one. The team is doxed. That's a new word maybe for you, but that means we're documented. We're not hiding behind an image. And the vision's clear. The opportunities are endless. What we like to say is own Bougie, live Bougie, be Bougie, buy now, and join the Bougie revolution. So that would be a shill.
All right.
A little bit longer one. Some shills are 60 seconds, some are 3 minutes. But you basically, once you've launched your token as an author, like I'm doing, I literally starting, at the very beginning, will be on X Spaces, 18 hours a day doing that pitch in one form or another. And you're really just selling your vision. And
sales pitch. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. That, it sounds very interesting. And it's like, I don't think your book does your book go into how to write a show? Well, yours is about investing, so it's not about, that might be the next book, right?
It does cover, building your project. And there are some aspects in there, but you can, with the help of Chat GPT nowadays, you can develop shills very quickly. Like in our marketing package, I have 10 of those versions written in the tone and style of the top sales copywriters in the world. So when I have people shilling, like you may join our ecosystem and say, hey, Tom, I want to present this on Spaces. I would just say, well, here's all the shills, pick one that you like and represent the brand well. And I think that's something that, I learned from grinding it out by McDonald's. You got to systematize everything and make sure your brand is represented the way you want it represented as the founder of the company. And so, we're definitely, we'll pick up a whole bunch of, I think we have 350 people in our Telegram group right now, and maybe 2 or 3% of those will be out shilling the token just like I am and creating awareness for it. So you want to build those emissaries, those ambassadors that want to benefit from your project. And, when you do a fair launch, like I said, you're not using Pump Fund or Launchpad type platforms that are very, very unethical. If you launch it yourself and you fund it yourself, you got to put up your own money for the liquidity pool so trading can occur. I've had to do all of that myself. And then when you do that, you're not going to rug yourself. I don't want to rug my own money.
No.
So, but it really is, it's a fantastic industry to be in if you're looking for something new. It's something you can do part-time. A lot of it happens over the weekends because people are off work. So a lot of the big token trading happens over the weekends.
Okay.
And, there's what I love about meme investing is it is transparent to an extent. Like I can figure out if a project's got bundled tokens. I have the data connections with Bird Eye to be able to say, oh, this has got bundled tokens. I don't want to, I won't invest in a project that's got bundled tokens. And let me describe that.
What are bundled tokens?
Bundled tokens is when the dev says he takes 15% of the supply and he hides 14% of it in 50 different wallets. So when he sets up the contract, he sends out, let's say the other 14% to 50 or 100 different wallets. And he says, hey, I only own 1% of the token. Well, that's bull. He owns 15%. And all of a sudden the token hits 500,000, hits $1 million in market cap. And all of a sudden you see these tokens, 15% of the supply just comes and just slaughters the token. And bundled tokens, while there are some successful projects that had bundled tokens, I don't like investing in projects that have bundled tokens. And like with mine is all, I have no bundled tokens. I don't even personally own any tokens on the launch of it. So I don't get mine are paid out by smart contracts starting in the 31st day. So, when you have that kind of transparency, I think you can build a legitimate project. It could take off like a rocket. It could, it may not, it may take some grinding to build a successful project. But if you believe in what you're doing, like I do with this book, I know this book will save people money. I got a little story about this guy right here.
Oh, yeah.
My first book I wrote was called The Seventh Disruption.
Right.
And I was speaking in Macau, and I've been traveling to about 40 different countries. And I had won an iPad, or they gave me an iPad Pro when they first came out at this event as a gift. And I walked outside the Macau Conference Center, and this Chinese lady runs up to me, tiny little lady. She runs up to me and she says, oh, Mr. Tom, she goes, you helped me so much, and I make $10,000 more a year because of you. She just was ecstatic. And I was like, I was kind of taken back. I really hadn't had anybody do that. That was kind of my first experience. And all of a sudden she runs back to her backpack and she grabs this little guy and she comes running back to me in both hands. And she goes, here, and she hands it to me. I literally had tears rolling down. I handed her that iPad. Yeah. And I said, go make more money with this, because I already had one. Yeah. And I handed it to her. Man, I turned around and I walked back to the hotel just with tears streaming out my eyes. I never thought that's what writing a book was all about. But this little guy sits on my desk. He's been there for 10 years because it's a reminder. If you write a book, you write it for impact. You don't write it for money. You write it to improve the quality of people's lives.
Yeah. You can change lives.
yeah, it was a great experience for me. And I'm sure there's hundreds of other stories out there that you never get to hear, but those are the ones that fuel you as well. And my hope is that, Rugged will introduce hundreds of thousands of people to the meme industry, and they will make money, and they will, at a minimum, not lose their money. They may read the book and go, I don't want to be involved in this industry, because it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not. I mean, you literally, some of these you can't even sleep on. Like, if your token is going up and it's 2 a.m, you better stay up, because
really?
4 hours later you could wake up and it could be at zero.
Oh my!
And there are techniques to scaling out and taking your initials out. That if you put in $100, really your first goal is to get your $100 back out and leave in what's called a moon bag, which is like, say, 25 or 50% of your position, and just let it ride. And that's what I do. When I find one, I invest in. The minute it's up 50%, I take out 75% of my initials, which is 100% of my money, and I just leave the rest. And I have hundreds of those that I have done, that 95% of them are at zero right now. But the 5 that worked made a ton of money. And so if you're trading with $1,000, you don't want to put more than 30 or 50 bucks into any one meme. That's my strategy. I do between 3 and 5% of of my investing amount is. I won't put more than that into any one meme.
So it sounds like the entry point to get into investment financial is actually pretty low, is what it sounds.
You can start with $10.
Yeah, and so who? You talked already a little bit about what you hope your readers get from the book, but who do you think is a good potential person? Because it also sounds kind of high risk. So
yeah, it is. I think the person likes gambling, or they want a chance at life, for life to be better. It just depends on where your heart is, and are you willing to take a little bit of risk? Because whatever you put into this space, you got to be willing to lose it. It's just got to be. It can't be your rent money, can't be your car payment money. But maybe you got stuff in your garage that you haven't. We were talking about this earlier, that you could go sell some stuff in your garage and raise a couple $100. And let's say you started with $200 and you said, I'm going to put $6 into any one meme that passes the smell test. As I say, I'm going to use Tom's due diligence list, and if it passes that test, I'm going to put $6 into it. And believe it or not, $6 could, in some of these projects, could turn into $10,000 or $20,000. We're talking about some of these go up 5,000x in a week.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I think anybody that just says, my book it's a no BS book. I mean, it tells it like it is. It is a industry that, man, if it cleaned its act up, it could be the biggest industry in the world. I mean, it has got that much potential because it's so fun. There's a high element of entertainment to it. Maybe you're looking for entertainment. Maybe you're looking for something to do. I will warn you on this. If you go to church and you go to these X spaces, you're going to be appalled by the language. It is cleaning up a little bit, but these degenerates, the F word is part of every other word of their vocabulary. Their parents would be embarrassed if they heard them speaking on some of these spaces. But the reality is that, as I said, I think the gray hair is starting to get into the space. It's funny, when I go onto a space, everybody's like, yeah, don't cuss the Dalitommas on. He might say something about it. There's just no need for it. But it's a crazy industry. And like, I had a very good friend of mine. I brought him on. He's a big entertainment lawyer. And I said, just listen into this, man. I think it's got something here. He hung up in 5 minutes. He goes, I don't know what the hell you're involved in, but I want nothing to do with it. And it couldn't have been a worse X space to put him on. But be ready for that. It's not a very clean industry when it comes to language at all. Far from it. But you can find some spaces. There's some really great spaces. Jake Gagan spaces, UK Crypto Queen, they put on very professional spaces, but there are some that are horrible. And my wife, I remember my wife, she was overhearing one of them one time. She goes, why the heck are you even listening to this stuff? This is just ridiculous. And I said, I know, but there's something here. And there was,
Mm,
she gets it now, but
yeah.
the X spaces, man, you're up all the time. And I'll give you one tip. What I did is I followed all of the big leaders in the space on X. I
Mm-hmm.
turned on my noties. So the only thing I really pay attention to, I've got like 50 people that I follow, and my list is public on my profile, on my X profile. It's at Coin Lifestyle. But
Mm-hmm.
I follow those people, and if they're investing in it, like if Solana Princess, if she posts something, I'm
Yeah.
probably just going to throw some money in it because she's very, very good at what she does. And you can get away doing that if you can't dedicate a lot of time to the space. But yeah,
Okay.
somebody's just got dreams. If you're like I've seen this. There's a guy posted the other day in Nigeria, posted his wallet address. He made almost $3.5 million.
Wow.
And I don't think he had like $500 into it, which is a lot of money for
Amazing.
Nigeria.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
It's just incredible because it's just like a whole nother industry of money that's just not the traditional route. It's completely different.
Yeah, it's part Vegas, but it's fun. There's an entertainment value to it, like Vegas. But on the other hand, like I said, there are ways to vet projects where you can increase your percentage of winning. I don't invest in. I will tell you this. My book will teach you find a reason not to invest in the meme. That's the approach. If I could give you one key, get your due diligence list put together, build your trading plan, and look for a reason not to invest in a meme. And if you find it, don't invest in it. If it crosses a line that you in the sand that you've set, don't do it. But that's helped me a lot. And I find myself doing more due diligence on memes and not investing them now than I did in the beginning. And another thing, like if a meme launches, you can take their contract address, you can post it into Twitter and into X, and you can search the contract address and you can see who's talking about it. Well, if you see a bunch of influencers with hundreds of thousands of followers posting on it, that's a really good sign. That's actually one of my top criteria I look at, determines whether I put more or less into the project financially. So giving you some good tips from the book that I mentioned in the book that are there. But
so tell us about that. When will the book be released?
Yeah, so we're releasing on December 1st. It'll be on Amazon in 5 different languages, and the website will be up on the 2nd. And that has the Arabic, the Hindi, all the other languages that Amazon doesn't carry, but it's in a total of 10 languages. And the Bougie token will be launching as well. So I have a Telegram group, and I want to say it's at Rugged Ebook. If you want to join the Telegram group, you'll be first to get the contract address. So you'll be the first one to be able to buy the token when it goes live. And then the minute it's posted in the Telegram group, I'm going to message all of the influencers that I know. And then I'm going to go on to X and I'm going to start shilling it, and shilling something I'm pretty good at. So I'm going to use that as a way to create awareness for the token. I've also got the gold X mark from gold check mark from X. So I've got $12,000 of ad credits from that. So I'm going to be pushing the book on X pretty heavily. And then we're doing 2 global press releases per week. And of course, launching the NFT collection. There's just a lot going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. But I will tell you this.
It sounds amazing.
If your first meme project to invest in, I will tell you with a high level of confidence that this is a really great one to sink your teeth into and figure out how to do it. But you will probably need to get a Phantom wallet, and you will need to buy some Solana. And if you're in the US, you can buy Solana on Coinbase. There's a whole bunch of different ways to buy it. If you're international, you can buy it through Binance. But you're going to need some Solana, and probably be a good idea to have a Phantom wallet. And then there's a learning curve for sure.
There is. So I'm listening. There is a learning curve.
But really, 2 weeks.
But I think it'll be worth it.
You can figure out everything you really need to know. If you apply yourself and say, I'm going to really dig into it in a couple weeks, you can have knowledge to make life-changing income.
Okay. Well, that's all I have questions was. Did you have anything else you wanted to add about the
No,
to let
I
them
just, like I said, I appreciate your time and hope people get the value out. I worked on the book for almost 6 months and really developed every aspect that I think is important for you to know about the meme space. And again, you got to do your own research. I'm not giving any financial advice. I'm just kind of telling you what I do. And I
Right.
think it's important that when you get into the space, start very small. Don't go whole hog into stuff because you will lose your money. And like I said, some of the golden tips, don't buy a meme that's not at least 12 or 24 hours old. And, make sure that you have a due diligence checklist and find reasons not to invest in memes because they're, like a Donald Trump one when he was raising his fist.
Yes.
There was like 10 of those memes launched all at one time, all with the same name. So you don't know which one's going to be successful. So you got to kind of sit back and see which one. You got to learn how to read the order book and say, okay, are the insiders selling on this one? Or is this really a scam? Or is this a real deal? So, yeah, no, rug.digital. We have our website for the token is bougie.xyz. That's BUJI. And then our X profile is at Coin Lifestyle. And that's my personal one. I do speaking engagements and, podcasts and things like that. So I have a form on my website at the bottom that if you want to have me come speak to a group or whatever, a group of investors that want to learn meme investing, I do that as well. So I really just want to expand the industry and I want people entering it on the right foot, unlike I did. I don't want people experiencing what I did. So that's why I wrote the book.
Well, thank you so much for sharing all this valuable information with us today. I'm going to show your book. This is the book again, Rugged.
That's bougie that's bougie on the cover.
That's bougie. That
bougie.
Is the
coolest dog on earth. Yeah. As we like to say, he's coded for billions. And by the way, we had a great digital artist. I should mention Geothy. She's a fantastic anime artist, top digital artist, and she did all of our artwork in our whole NFT collection. Awesome. So we have a notable name that did our NFT collection. So I just want to give a shout out to her because she did an amazing job.
She did. That's an awesome coin. Okay, so thank you again so much for this. I'm going to take you off the screen and show the link where the book will be launched and more information about it. And then also our audience can learn more about you on our website. So because you did a written interview on your website.
Thanks for doing this interview.
Right, thank you.
You have a good day. Be bougie.
All right, and here is the book, Rugged, Mastering the Digital Wild West of Meme Investing. And you can get it at rug.digital, and that's available. It will be available at Amazon. You can, that'll be released on Sunday or later this week. Check with the website, and then also check back on the digitalbooknook.com website for links that will be available there as well. Okay. And Dalitomma, I want to thank you again for sharing this valuable resource to help us understand. I've learned a lot today about meme investing, and all this is a lot of information to take in. But I really do think it'll be a valuable resource for anybody who's interested in investing in memes. So please visit us at the Digital Book Nook website to read the rest of his written interview. It's very interesting, and to access the book. Thank you again for tuning into the show today, and goodbye.